Hey everyone, welcome. If you're new to Photoshop, it can feel a little overwhelming when you first start. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 5 simple tips that will hopefully make Photoshop a little easier to use right away and maybe even change the way you do things from now on. Some of these are things I wish I knew when I first started. So let's get into it. For the first tip, we're going to change a setting that can save you a lot of headaches down the road. Go up to the top menu bar where it says Photoshop 2026, down to Settings, then down to Performance. Here we're going to change the number of history states. Typically you want to stay at 50 or less. This controls how many steps you can undo, and depending on your computer, you might want to keep it lower. I keep mine at 50 and everything runs just fine. This will let you undo a lot more if you need to, and there are a lot more steps in the history palette, which gives you more flexibility to go back if you make a mistake. So once you've chosen your number of states, just hit OK, and then you can undo however many you picked. And also, if you open the history palette by going up to Window, down to History, this is where you'll see a list of everything that you do. Every move you make will be listed here. So at any time, there will be 50 moves here that you can always just go back and click on. It comes in really handy when you've done a lot and then realize that you kind of like something that you already did better. This is a setting that you can change once and just forget about. Tip number 2 sounds simple, but it can make a very big difference when you're working on large documents. And that's simply name your layers. I say this in a lot of my videos, but just get in the habit of doing it. You will not regret it. By default, Photoshop names your layers things like layer 1, layer 2, and then if you duplicate a layer, it adds the word copy to it. Things get confusing pretty fast when you start adding a bunch of layers. Instead, just go to your layers palette, double click once, and name it. Name it anything you want, anything that makes sense to you. No matter what you name it, it will be better than layer 1. This is also really helpful if you come back to an old file later. It can save you a lot of frustration. Tip number 3 is using guides. Guides are perfect for keeping everything aligned. You may not use them all the time, but knowing that they are a quick option is nice. Depending on what you're trying to space out or align, sometimes the alignment buttons just don't work. So to use guides, the first thing you need to do is make sure that your rulers are turned on. As you can see, my rulers are on. To turn them on or off, you can press Control or Command R on the keyboard, and that will toggle them on or off for you. You can also go up to View, down to Rulers, and make sure that it's checked. Once your rulers are on, all you have to do is click and drag from the ruler area, and you pull a guide down. Wherever you let go is where that guide will be. You pull from the top for the horizontal guides and from the left for the vertical guides. You can use these for anything you need to align, text, elements, and they also are great to help keep your designs clean and balanced. You can also go to the Properties palette. If you're not clicked on a layer, the Properties palette will display just generic settings for the document. So there is a Rulers and Guides section, and you can turn off the rulers so you don't have to see them. And you can also turn off the guides so you don't have to see them. This is in the latest version of Photoshop. Tip number 4 is another one that I've mentioned in videos a lot, and that is to create smart objects. This is one of the most important things to understand as a new user. Just go to your layer, right-click or control-click, and scroll down to Convert to Smart Object. You'll know it's a smart object because there will be a little icon in the bottom right of your layer preview. Now when you resize or transform your image or add adjustment layers, Photoshop will keep the original quality intact. This way you can edit non-destructively, which means you're not going to permanently damage your image. If you take one tip away from this video, make it this one. The last tip is something that you'll quickly realize that you do all the time, and that's transforming things. It seems like you're always using the transform tool. If you're using Photoshop, odds are pretty good that you know the shortcut keys for copy and paste. Control or Command C copies, Control or Command V pastes. This shortcut may be used just as much as those. So instead of going up to the menu every time, just press Control T on Windows or Command T on a Mac to add the transform controls to your layer. This lets you resize, rotate, flip, or adjust your image quickly. So if you click on your layer and then hit Command or Control T, you'll get your transform handles, and then you can just transform the size. And then if you hover near the corner, your little rotate tool will show up, and you can turn it and then just hit return on your keyboard to apply. This one shortcut will speed everything up. Trust me, you use the transform tool a lot. And that's it. Those are 5 simple Photoshop tips that can really help when you're just starting out. This is just the beginning of this series. There are a lot more simple tips like this that can help make Photoshop much easier to use, and I'll be covering more of them in future videos. I hope that helped, and I'll see you next time.